judge me for the content of this video and not the color of my skin. I understand that Indians are supporting Israel in the ongoing genocide in the Middle East, and I have to say the general area because there are too many to count, and that's why Indians are getting a lot of hate in my from what I can tell. So I personally don't support Israel. You can look through my channel or my Twitter. But let's talk about Indians. So when it comes to women and child safety, I'm going to use the good old whataboutism method. Go and Google. I'll leave a link in the description for most of these things, so you can look them up that way too. But look up trial and sentencing of Robert H. Richards the Fourth. This guy, 3-year-old daughter, 4-year-old son, got convicted in court, was let go because he was too rich to go to jail, according to the judge. We all know what happened when the police arrested that guy who did not delete himself in his own prison cell, and the camera stopped working and nobody knows who was on his list and who wasn't on his plane and list and whatever. Then we have Germany coming in with the Hermann Kentler, see, like, I don't know what to call it, where the German government between 1960 and 1990 took children, actual children that were not even teenaged in some cases, and gave them to convicted abusers of children. And I'm talking about that kind of abuse, obviously. Then there's the case of Mark Dutroux from, I don't know how to like pronounce his name, Dutroux. So this guy kidnapped children, assaulted them, ate their bodies, was let go by the Belgian government for no reason. There's Netherlands recent case where a guy who was convicted of assaulting a 12-year-old child in the UK was imported or extradited, as however you want to say it, back into Netherlands, spent a month in jail, and then was sent to the Olympics. So you guys in the Netherlands especially are supporting, assaulters of 12-year-old children, and these children were white as well. Then you can look up how you can look this up. There are movies about abuse in the church, right from the movie Deliver Us from Evil from 2006 to the movie Spotlight from 2015. So when it comes to crimes against women and children in India, if there was some cannibal, kidnapper, child assaulter, he would get the rope, he would not be let go. I can absolutely guarantee that much. And when it comes to urine drinking, look, maybe like 0.001% of people do that, and it's not like we're drinking jugfuls of urine or like full pitcher of urine. That's not how it works. It's used in religious purposes. And when it comes to eating like shit, you guys can look up Two Girls and the One Cup. I haven't watched that movie, but I've read about it, so I know what it's about. Those women were white, okay? They were not Indians. And how many people tell me do run children over, school children, with their cars after drinking urine from cows? Okay, nobody's doing that. There is no alcoholics, like there is Alcoholics Anonymous in America. There's no urine drinkers anonymous in India, because it's not some kind of a drug. It doesn't get you addicted, and I'm not defending that but it's for religious purposes, okay? And there are very weird religions all across the world. Then when you talk about education, of course, my country, India, is a very poor country, and it has been in like 5 military conflicts. And apart from that, there is the internal situation with the Maoists, or the communists as you can call them. They're called Naxalites here. A lot of money goes into all of this, and not enough is left over for education. And of course there's widespread corruption that happens everywhere. So apart from that, you can look up where homeopathy, chromatotherapy, which is a kind of therapy where they'll take a colored glass bottle, put it in the sun, and depending upon the color of the bottle, it will make different kinds of medicines, what they claim. Then there's naturopathy, where you just apply wet mud onto wounds, bullet wounds, and Gandhi used to do this. All these weird sciences come from the West, okay? They're not from India. And in India, only 12% of people are actually college graduates, and even among them, only like I think a third of them are STEM graduates, the rest are not like that. But even still, there has only been one school shooting in India, and that was in 2007, and one kid passed away. While in USA, there have been 400 school shootings in the last 12 years, and 200 children have died because of it. So, when it comes to, I want to give some more context here. When it comes to crimes against women, I know not even one should happen, but murder has been banned all across the world for 10,000 plus years, and it still happens. The laws cannot prevent a crime from happening, they can only give you justice. Now, when it comes to the reporting rate, in the US, the reporting rate of crimes against women and children is about 36. So 1 in 3 people are reporting abuse, while in India it's 9 to 10%, because there is mistrust between the police and the people. And if you run the numbers, in America every year 136,000 assaults against women are reported, which means there are about 400,000 a year if you count the unreported. And the population of the US is less than a third of ours, and despite that, adjusted for everything, there are about 320,000 cases against women, and I'm adjusting the reported crimes versus not reported crimes. You can look this up yourself. All of this info is available. And in the UK, obviously there were grooming gangs and whatnot, and the police didn't take any action. That happens here in India too, but our police tries to at least take some action against these monsters. And when it comes to other things, you can just look all of this up. Like for medicine, like using cow urine for medicine, there are people who will use steak to take down their swelling, so their swelling will go down, to treat it by themselves. And there's also honey. Now those actually work, while cow urine, I don't know if it actually works in anything, but it's for religious purposes. It's not even for medicinal purposes in general. So that's all I can say. Otherwise, the video will be too long and nobody's going to watch it. And if you have counters to what I've said, do leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. And at the end of it all, don't cross me personally. Don't make comments about me personally, or I will toilet paper your house, because remember, I'm Indian. I have no use for that toilet paper. That's basically it.